Back to your mat. I'm Tate, and today we're going to do a refocusing flow amidst all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. I thought a little bit of breath work and a shorter flow might suit us if you're stuck at home or maybe at work or wherever you're at right now and you have time to escape and get a little time for yourself. So all we'll need today is our mat and ourselves, options for blocks if you would like them. They always come in handy. We're going to start in a seated position, so if you need to take your time and go grab your materials, I'll meet back here. All right, welcome back. We're going to start off in a seated, comfortable position. If you'd like to sit on a block or a blanket, go ahead and get comfortable. If you don't like sitting in the easy pose or sukhasana, pick whatever you'd like because we're going to start out with a little bit of breath work here today. So wherever you're at, maybe move any flesh out of the way to get closer to your mat with your root bones or your sitting bones. We'll take our shoulders and roll them away from our ears. Maybe eyes can close or gaze down at the floor. Release any tension in your neck. If you want to kind of bring it from side to side, maybe drop it down to your chest. And just kind of settle in. Note where you are. Any little sounds in the room or outside the room. Just note them and let them pass. Start to become aware of your breath. Noting if you feel the rise and fall on your chest, in your ribs, or maybe your belly. Not trying to change anything right now. Just making notes of it. We'll take a deep inhale together. We'll inhale through our nose. So exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle. And inhale. Filling up your belly. Pause at the top. And then exhale out through your mouth. Feeling free to make any audible noises as we inhale just like that. And sigh it out. 2 more times just like that. Inhaling. Pause. Exhale, sigh it out. 1 more time, inhaling. Pause. Exhale, sigh it out. And eyes can be opened or closed here. And we'll return back to our breath, our normal breathing cycles, just for a moment. So for the remainder of this practice, we're going to be practicing our Ujjayi breath. And if you're not familiar with it, we'll take a quick recap on it. If you are familiar with it, just bear with us. So if you are new, we're going to take our hand right up in front of our face. We're going to pretend like it's a mirror. On our inhale, we're going to inhale through our nose, making an audible noise. And then on the exhale, H-A-ha sound as if we're trying to fog up a mirror. So we're fogging up that mirror right in front of our face. Inhaling, we're inhaling our breath, dragging it across our vocal cords, making that audible oceanic noise. Exhale. out through your mouth. One more time, just like that, inhaling. Exhale, H-A-ha. Fogging up your mirror. If you'd like, you can practice that a few more times, or when you're ready, we'll seal our lips and try to make that same H-A-ha sound coming out through our nose this time. So we'll keep our mouth sealed, making that oceanic breath noise here. So when you're ready, exhale wherever you're at. Eyes can be open or closed, gazing down on the floor. And we'll inhale through our nose, audible noises. Exhale out through our nose, H-A-ha. So we're trying to make that same noise, inhaling. Exhale out through your nose. So it almost sounds like an ocean, like the waves coming in and then gently washing out. So we'll continue with this, maybe adding a little bit of visual. Eyes can be opened or closed, gazing down at the floor. Inhaling. Imagine the waves pulling out from the coastline. Pause for a moment, stillness. And exhale as the waves wash in on the sandy shore. Inhaling, waves are pulling back out. Exhale as they wash away any tension rolling up onto the shore. Inhaling here, H-A-ha. Exhale. Continue with this breath on your own, imagining the waves rolling in and washing out. Maybe adding a pause in the middle for stillness. Notice if you brought your shoulders with you on the inhale, relax them down on the exhale. Softening your jaw as the waves wash out. Letting any thoughts wash away on every exhale. One more breath cycle here. When you're ready, we'll gently flutter our eyes open. Take our legs out in front of us. You can give them a shake if you'd like. And we'll take them out as wide as our mat. Fingertips are facing forward just behind us. We're going to windshield wiper our legs, wake them up a little bit. Maintaining that Vijaya Breath. If you notice you lose it in the middle of your practice, that's totally fine. Just come back to it. Noting, becoming aware of your breath work during your practice is something that takes practice, so go easy on yourself. Now you can go at your own pace with this. If you want to hold one side longer, you can. You can scoot back if you feel like you're scooting forward a little bit. And then we'll come back through center. Feet are still going to be in this wide stance. Maybe you bring them a little bit closer, not quite as wide as our mat here. Fingertips are reaching forward as we gently roll back onto our back. Our left foot is going to stay planted. Right knee comes into our chest. We'll take a few knee circles here. Waking up our hips. Your left hand can be on your belly or maybe extended on the floor for some more stability. Switch directions if you haven't already. Then we'll come back through center. Plant this right foot on the ground. Heel toe it close to this left foot and let your knee fall open here. So you're on the outer edge of your right foot now for your half bound angle pose. Coming back to your breath, your oceanic breath if you lost it. We'll gently come back through center, bringing that knee and planting that right foot in our center line. Left knee will come into our chest, and again, you can hug it in, and then take some circles, waking up our left hip now. Our right hand can be on our belly or extended out on the floor if you need some more stability. Your left hand is on your kneecap, guiding your leg. You take these as fast or as slow as you would like, whatever suits your body. Switch directions if you haven't already. And we'll gently take our left foot and bring it right back to our right foot. And then we'll let our left knee fall open. Right foot is still firmly planted, and we're letting our leg rest open in our half bound angle pose. So we're on the outer edge of our left foot here. Breathing, reconnect to our breath. And we'll gently bring this left knee back into midline, planting our left foot on the mat. Both knees come into our chest now. You can rock from side to side. Both knees can take circles in either direction, giving our sacrum a little massage. You can rock front to back, side to side, whatever's going to feel good right now. And when you're ready, and you feel comfortable, we'll begin to rock and roll our way up to a seated position, to the front of our mat. Then we'll sweep our legs over to either side, coming into a tabletop position. Just gonna take a real quick cat-cow. So our wrists are right underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Inhale as our belly drops, gaze lifts, hips lift for cow. And then exhale, belly button towards spine, dropping our head, releasing any tension in our neck. And then taking these at your own pace, reconnecting with your breath. Releasing any tension in your neck on the exhale as you let your crown of your head drop towards the floor. You want to shift from side to side, incorporating your breath where you can. Maybe take full circles here, bending your elbows as needed. Any organic movement that you'd like. When you're ready, we'll come back through center. We'll walk our hands one palm's length from where they're at right now. We'll tuck our toes, take a deep inhale breath here. Exhale, lifting your knees up off the mat, pressing your hips high towards the sky, our first downward facing dog. You can go ahead, walk out your feet here. Fingertips are spread wide, pressing evenly through your fingers, knuckles, palms. 10 toes are facing forward. You can't see your heels. Slight bend in your knees to get your hips a little bit higher if you are stationary here. Always option to shift from side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Whatever's going to feel good right now. Breathing here. When you're ready, we'll find some stillness. Take 2 breath cycles. Then on your next inhale, we'll inhale, come high up onto our toes, look forward, bend your knees and step or walk to the top of your mat. Hands lift up slightly. Next inhale, we'll halfway lift, gaze down at the floor, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll slowly rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach up over our head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back into a high plank here. We'll take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, or come all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift up, low cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, as we work our way into a downward facing dog. Always option to bring your knees down to the floor in your vinyasa. You can skip it if you'd like and just come into downward facing dog. You can always take an up dog or a cobra, whatever is going to suit you today. All right, when you're ready, finding some stillness here. Next, inhale, high up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms are reaching up overhead, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, high plank. Deep inhale at the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, shifting your heels from side to side. If you want to take this moment, maybe take a few more cat-cows, you can. Coming into a tabletop is always an option. Breathing here. One more round of our sun salutation as we inhale, coming high up onto our toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hips high, look forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, sink low, chair pose. Inhale, lifting your chest high towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back, high plank, or you can take this into downward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then all meeting here in downward facing dog. You can walk out your dog, shift from side to side. We'll take 2 breaths together here. So exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle. Inhaling through your nose, deep belly breath. Exhale, H-A-ha sound. One more just like that. Inhaling. Exhale, H-A-ha. Next, inhale, we'll bring our big toes to touch behind us. Inhale, right leg lifts towards the sky. Exhale, step it through right next to our right thumb. So we're coming into a high crescent. Always option to keep this back knee on the ground if you'd like. So we want to separate our feet just a bit so we're not on a tightrope. When you're ready and you feel stable, inhale, lift up. Crescent lunge, beautiful breathing. Fingertips are reaching towards the sky. Back leg is strong and stable. Beautiful, breathe here. Don't lose focus on your breath. Fingertips reaching high towards the sky. It's okay if you're a little bit wobbly, breathe through. Your heel is over your back left toes, or the ball of your back left toes. Inhale, fingertips reach up high. Now listen carefully, we're gonna drop this back left heel down, opening up warrior 2, arms come onto the horizon. Readjust your footing if you need to, so maybe we heel toe this right foot towards midline. Readjusting your stance, making sure your knees stacked right over that ankle. If you feel like you're leaning forward, let's bring our shoulders right over our hips. Exhale wherever you're at, inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, roll them back and down our back, beautiful. Breathe, feel your pose. Reconnect with your breath if you lost it. Grounding down, rooting down through the soles of your feet. Inhale as you draw energy up. Exhale, root down through the earth. Next inhale, we'll glide forward. Flip your palm, exhale, reverse your warrior. Stay here, breathe, pause. Again, feeling the full pose here. Inhaling as you're drawing energy up from the earth. Exhale as you're grounding down. Next inhale, straighten this front leg. Slight bend in your front knee so you're not hyperextending your right knee backwards. Breathe. We're going to take our arms onto the horizon here. Shoulders relax down. Hands will come to our hips. We'll heel toe this back left foot in just a bit. Then we'll step our left foot up to meet our right. Inhale, arms reach up over our head. Fingertips will interlace. Palms will face towards the ceiling here. We'll take a deep inhale as we press our palms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge to the right. Eyes can be opened or closed. Gaze can be down at the floor or up at the ceiling, whatever's okay on your neck. Inhale as we come back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back, take a vinyasa, or you can press back, downward facing dog. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. So same thing, left side. We're gonna step our big toes to touch in the back. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step it through right next to your left thumb. Beautiful. So again, if you want to heel toe your feet out a little bit wider, so you're on a train track, not a tightrope. So when you feel comfortable and steady, we'll take a deep inhale breath. Arms reach up towards the sky. Beautiful. And then we'll ground down. Fingertips are reaching tall. Shoulders can pull away from your ears so you're not up crowding your neck. Again, your heel is right over the ball of your right toes. It's okay if you get a little bit wobbly here. And breathe. We're rooting down to rise up. Inhale, drawing energy up. Exhale, rooting down. Inhale, fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, open up, warrior two, back right heel spins down. Arms are going to be opening up onto the horizon. And then again, finding your pose, maybe heel toeing this left foot in towards midline so you feel more stable. Beautiful. Then maybe if you feel like if you're reaching forward, we'll bring our shoulders right over our hips. Exhale wherever you're at. Inhale, shoulders to our ears. Exhale, rolling back and down your back. Breathing here. Again, rooting down to rise up. Inhale as you pull energy up to the earth. Exhale as you root down, grounding yourself. Breathing, relax any tension in your shoulders. Inhale as we glide forward, flip your palm, exhale, reverse your warrior, pausing here, front knee is still bent at this time. Breathing and reconnecting with your breath. Breathing through it. You're stronger than you think you are. Inhale as you straighten that front leg. Again, being mindful to keep a slight bend in your knee so you're not hyperextending backwards. Breathing. Inhale, arms come onto the horizon here. Still slight bend in our knee. Exhale, hands come to our hips. We're going to heel toe this back right foot in just a bit so we can take our big step forward. Right foot meets our left. Inhale, arms reach up over our head. We'll interlace all 10 fingers. Exhale, palms reach towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale again. Exhale, hinge to the left. Again, gaze can be down at the floor, up at the ceiling as we're breathing down our right side body this time. Next inhale, we'll come back there, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back. Option to take a vinyasa or press back to downward facing dog. Taking an inhale at the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can rock your head from side to side. If you're in your downward facing dog, again, releasing any tension. If you'd like, you can take this into a child's pose, or you can stay up here with me in downward facing dog. Your choice. One is not better than the other. Just listen to your body for what it needs today. If you are in downward facing dog, heels are reaching towards the floor, slight bend in your knees, hips are sitting up high, fingertips spread wide. Lengthening in your spine. Coming right back around to our second flow. Big toes are touching in the back. Inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Exhale, step it through right next to that right thumb again. Okay, we're coming right back into our crescent lunge here. So when you're ready and stable, inhale, reach up and pause. Fingertips are reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Refocus on your breath. This is where it'll come in. Shoulders will down away from our ears. Strong back leg. Heel is over the ball of your left foot. Maybe inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, root down. We'll be here for about a minute, so breathe through it. Coming back to your breath, maybe focusing on the floor in front of you. Maybe gazing straight ahead at a point at the wall. It's okay if you're shaking. Refocus on your breath. Always option to drop that back knee down. Again, rooting down to rise up. Coming back to our oceanic breath. Imagining the waves pulling out away from the coastline. And then exhale as they wash up on the beach. Inhaling. Exhale. Option to keep your eyes open, or maybe you try to close them. Finding your balance, rooting down. It's okay if you get wobbly and open them up. Just a quick balance challenge if you'd like. Just 2 more breath cycles here, you got it. Last one, open your eyes if they're closed, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, open up, warrior 2, beautiful job. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, straighten your front leg. All 10 toes turn towards the long side of your mat. Fingertips are still reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands come down onto our hips. So we're gonna walk our feet in just a bit. If you'd like, you can move from side to side, bending your knees. Taking any movement you'd like. Maybe lifting up on your heels. Giving your toes a little room to wiggle. And then we're going to come into our crescent on the other side. So when you're ready, left toes are going to point forward. Heel toe this right foot back out towards the front of your mat. And then we're going to spin on our back toes. So all 10 toes are facing forward. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Again, same thing. Arms can stay lifted, or you can bring them down to heart center. This is where I prefer them most times. Strong, straight back right leg here. Breathing, reconnecting with that breath. You got it. You're stronger than you think you are. Reconnecting. Rooting down to rise up. Notice your shoulders maybe pulling back and down away from your ears. Gaze can come forward on the wall, or maybe down in front of us, gazing at the point on the floor. Reconnect, settle in, you got it. Inhaling as the waves are pulling out. Exhale as they wash away any tension, rolling up onto the sand. Breathe. Strong straight back leg. It's okay if you get a little shaky here. I'm shaky. Option to close your eyes for a balance challenge if you'd like. Always option to drop your back right knee. Two more breath cycles here. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Back heel spins down, rooting down, warrior 2. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. All 10 toes face towards the long edge of your mat. Exhale, hands come down onto our hips. Heels turn in, toes turn out to point towards the corners of your mat. Coming into our goddess pose. Again, if you'd like to rock from side to side, you can. Giving your toes and the balls of your feet a little room to expand. Waking up your hips again. Then when you're ready, we'll find a little bit of stillness. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, palms face down, they'll come to chest height. Coming into our breathing exercise, we're going to incorporate that breath one more time here. Then we're almost done, I promise. When you're ready, exhale wherever you're at. We'll take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands push down. Inhale, palms face up. Say glide back towards our chest. Exhale, palms face down. Keeping your knees bent, shoulders over hips. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping with this motion, going at your own pace here. You're only here for a short time, so take your time. Move at what pace is comfortable with you. Again, rooting down, breathing through it. Pulling back if you feel yourself rocking forward. Still sinking low in your hips, knees are bent. Eyes can be open or closed. Again, drawing energy up from the earth. Exhale, rooting down, grounding. Last 2 breath cycles. Eyes gently flutter open. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, straightening our legs. Exhale, hands come down by your side. All 10 toes face forward. We'll step to the top of our mat. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Last vinyasa here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back, take a vinyasa, or we'll all meet in downward facing dog, your choice. Beautiful work, you guys. We'll gently find our way into a seated position. Feet are going to kick out in front of us here. And give them a little shake. You can wiggle your toes. I know the ball of your feet probably feel a little bit sore because they're not usually in crescent that long. All right, so we're coming straight into ujjayi savasana. So we're going to take our right sole of our foot and bring it to our inner thigh, near our knee or our calf or our ankle. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twist and hinge over your left leg. Option, you do not have to grab your foot here. You can let your hands rest as you curl over. Gently letting your forehead fall towards your knee. If you do have a block handy, you can always rest your forehead on a block. Or you can keep extending here, starting with a flat back, hinging forward, walking your hands on either side of your left foot. So whatever feels most comfortable for you. Option of rounding your back or straight spine. Notice if you're rolling over to your left side body, trying to even the weight in your sitting bones. You want to evenly distribute out through your left and right side body. Sending your breath down the back side of your left leg, helping the tension release with every exhale. Next inhale, we'll gently work our way back up. Right leg kicks out, left leg comes in, whatever is comfortable. You can bring your sole of your foot to your ankle, your calf, around your knee, or your inner thigh. It's relaxing there. And then when you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twist and hinge over your right leg this time. Again, you can have a straight spine or a rounded spine. Block option. Whatever's gonna feel good for you today. Whatever's available. And settling in. Eyes can be opened or closed. And then noticing where your weight is distributed. So we want to evenly distribute our weight through both sitting bones, through both left and right sides of our body equally. So we're not hinging off to the right or the left. Returning to your breath, breathing down the back side of your right leg. Next inhale, gently make our way back up. Kick both legs out in front of us. Give them a shake. And then we'll open them up wide. Toes can be relaxed right now. And then we'll take a deep breath as we inhale, chest lifts towards the sky. Exhale as we hinge forward. And keep our hands out in front of us, straight spine. Or if you'd like, begin to round your spine. Maybe palms drop to the floor, maybe forearms. And again, maybe bring a block right underneath your forehead. Coming back to your breath. Breathing into your inner thighs, if there's any tension there. Maybe your lower back. Next inhale, we'll gently make our way back up. Legs come out in front of us. We'll bend our knees, soles of our feet come to our mat. We'll scoot our bum a little bit closer. Hands come out in front of us as we exhale. Slowly roll down to our back. Knees can come into our chest. And again, coming back to where we started. Taking any knee circles. Switching directions when needed. And with both our knees together, we're going to make this L shape or right angle position. Arms come out wide on the mat, palms face down, and we'll bring our knees over to the left side of our mat. Gaze can be up at the ceiling. We want our head on the floor, or we can gaze towards the right if that feels okay on your neck. Letting go of any breathing exercises or ujjayi breath, returning to your normal breath here. Next inhale, we'll squeeze both front legs together, pressing our palms firm into the earth. Core is engaged as we bring your knees back through center. Exhale over to the right this time. Again, we want our head on the ground, the back of our head on the ground. Gaze can be up at the ceiling or over to the left side of the room, whatever feels comfortable for you. Shoulders are planted on the floor. Next inhale, core is engaged, squeezing our legs together, palms press firm into the earth, bring your knees back through center. We'll give them a big hug in here. Taking any final movement that you need. And then when you're ready, gently make your way into Shavasana. And Shavasana can be any pose that you would like. Your arms can be up over your head. You can take a traditional one, arms down by your side. I like to be a big star on the ground. It's more comfortable. So make this Shavasana whatever you would like. And then letting the earth hold you up. Release the tension in your jaw. Pulling the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Eyes begin to close. Toes and legs, fingers and arms are relaxing on the ground. And you feel the subtle movement of your belly rising and falling. When you're ready to begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And then you turn to your favorite side, cradling your head in your arm. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Eyes can be opened or closed. As we inhale, arms reach up overhead one more time. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. It's always an honor. I'll see you next time. Namaste.